This is the First Estate, and this lesson centers on Hollywood is filled with antichrist. In the beginning, we're going to go into the worship of trees. The holly tree. Okay. Now, in the very first sentence, see, the holly tree is one of the sacred trees of Wicca, witchcraft, and was of old a favorite tree of the ancient Druids. Okay, I won't go into who the Druids were or are. That's another lesson. So, here we go. Now, as it states right here, the planetary ruler is Mars, and its association element is fire, or associated element is fire. Okay, so I just wanted to point that out. Because of this, planetary ruler is Mars. Mars is Jesus. Okay, that's who Mars is. So Jesus runs Hollywood, unbeknownst to them. So here's Mars, the red planet, god of war. You can read this in your leisure time. Throughout this lesson, we will be going to biblical verses. Book of Exodus, chapter 15, verse 3. The Lord is a man of war. The Lord is his name. So remember, I zoom in once again. See Mars, god of war, Roman god of war. Okay? So the Pseudepigrapha. Now, Sibylline Oracles. Verse 20. Okay? So verse 20, right here. Then there will be bloody precipitation from heaven, but the entire world of innumerable men will kill each other in madness, in the tumult. God will impose famines and pestilence and thunderbolts on men who adjudicate without justice. Adjudicate means to judge unrighteously. Well, let's circle back right here. There will be bloody precipitation from heaven. So, in the year 2020, there was a California fire, and this is what happened. The sky turned blood red. Okay? Now, in the book of Matthew, Jesus spoke on this. Matthew chapter 16, verses 1 through 3. The Pharisees also with the Sadducees came, tempting desired him that he would show them a sign from heaven. Answered and said unto them, when it is evening, ye say it will be fair weather, for the sky is red. And in the morning it will be foul weather, today, for the sky is red and lowering. O ye hypocrites, ye can discern the face of the sky, but can ye not discern the signs of the times? Yes, and the signs of this time is we are in the Mars era. From here, this day forward to eternity. It's all about Mars now. All right? And that's what happened here to Hollywood. To confirm that it is during the COVID era, you see the mask, okay? People were very distraught, dumbfounded. This is the California Golden Gate Bridge, San Francisco. Brings us to Hollywood. Now, Eureka, California. Okay? Means North Mountain, White Mountain. Okay? Once again, that is Eureka, California. Take note of this word here as we go to the next frame. Print off from the Strongs, and right away you see the word Eureka. Okay? Book of Isaiah, chapter 14, verses 12 and 13. How art thou fallen from heaven, O Lucifer, son of the morning? How art thou cut down to the ground, which did weaken the nation? For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven, I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sides of the north. So Eureka, North Mountain, White Mountain. We read that in the previous frame. Okay? Sides of the north, North America, Eureka. So we know that this is run by Lucifer. Okay? Hollywood. All right? Now, Lucifer. What we're going to glean from this here particular frame is the name, the key. Halel or Halel. That's Lucifer. Okay? Now why is that important? Well, as we go here, we see the word once again. Halel or Halel. All right? But it's interesting because of this. In the book of Jeremiah, chapter 51, verse 7, it states, Babylon hath been a golden cup in the Lord's hand, that made all the earth drunken. The nations have drunken of her wine, therefore the nations are mad. Okay? The nations are mad. See? The word mad. Hail out. The nations are mad. So all the Gentiles are known as Lucifer. It's not just one group of people or one race. It's all the Gentiles. Okay? Every race outside of the Negro is known as Luciferians. Now, there are some good people in the Gentile races throughout the world, but we're not going to concentrate on that right now. We're concentrating on all of the non-blacks, Negro, are known as Luciferians. That includes the Africans. They're Luciferians as well because they're not black, they're not Negro. Okay? Anyway, to make a show, okay, so perfect for this topic, right? So anti means against. Christ means anointed. So in the book of Matthew, chapter 24, verse 5. Let's try that. Okay, so Matthew chapter 24, verse 5. For many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. Okay? Once again, for many shall come in my name, saying, I am Christ, and shall deceive many. So, this is the pseudepigrapha, once again, and we're going into, of course, the apocalypse of Elijah. Works of the Antichrist. All right? So, but the son of lawlessness will begin to stand again in the holy places. He will say to the sun, fall, and it will fall. He will say, shine, and it will do it. He will say, darken, and it will do it. He will say to the moon, become bloody, and it will do it. He will go forth with them from the sky. He will walk upon the sea, and the rivers, and as upon dry land. He will cause the lame to walk. He will cause the deaf to hear. He will cause the dumb to speak. He will cause the blind to see. The lepers he will cleanse. The ill he will heal. The demons he will cast out. Okay? Now, the very bottom says, he will multiply his signs and his wonders in the presence of everyone. He will do the works which the Christ did, except for raising the dead alone. In this you will know that he is the son of lawlessness, because he is unable to give life. Now, what's interesting about this is that the antichrist here that they are speaking of is Hollywood. This is Hollywood that they're speaking of. This is the antichrist. All right? And all of these things that I noted here have and can be done through Hollywood cinema. So, brings us here. Word is image, idol. Book of Zechariah, chapter 11, verse 17. Woe to the idle shepherd that leaveth the flock. The sword shall be upon his arm, and upon his right eye. His arm shall be clean dried up, and his right eye shall be utterly darkened. So, the right eye represents the sun, left eye represents the moon. But if your right eye is clean darkened, that means there is no light in you, meaning God is not working with these people. Okay? He's brought their whole false world down. Okay? So that's what it means. And the idol shepherd is all of the people within the black community who are going along with this whole sham, this silly Hollywood, setup, to confuse our people, are going to be dealt with just like the wicked, lawless ones. Okay? So, now, as we move on to here, the word is idol. Okay? So, here's idol. Someone who is false or untrustworthy. All right? That's what an idol is. So, this is an idol. So, in the book of Psalms, chapter 53, verse 1, the fool has said in his heart, there is no God. Corrupt are they, and have done abominable iniquity. There is none that doeth good. All right? So, the fool has said in his heart, there is no God. Okay? Brings us here to the word Jew. Okay? So in the book of John, chapter 4, verse 22, ye worship ye know not what we know what we worship, for salvation is of the Jews. So Jew also means Judah. Judah means praise, son of Jacob by Leah. As you read this, you will find that all 12 tribes are known as Jews or Judah. They maintain their individual blessings and their tribal names, but they are all of one family. Okay? Black. Jeremiah chapter 14, verse 2. Judah mourneth, and the gates thereof languish. They are black unto the ground, and the cry of Jerusalem is gone up. Once again, languish means weak, feeble. And all of the blacks who are part of this, game to keep our people confused, you gatekeepers, once again, you will be dealt with in the worst possible way, just like the lawless ones. Anyway, this has been the First Estate with another lesson, and I'll see you in the next one.